What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, the playoffs here for P4G. The Minnesota Vikavolts are taking on Mewtwo fan Nate and the New York Noibats. If you guys remember the last time we faced off, it was in week 5 and we lost. We actually lost, man. He beat us out. He got a big crit on Moltres and I kind of misplayed a little bit at the beginning and he played really well and SD Scissors swept us. So I have a new team builder out. You should check that out, see what's going down. So you can see our team, what we're bringing, why we're bringing it. I'm bringing a very similar team, but some very key tweaks, I think, and show some love to Nate, of course, but hit that like button down below. We worked very hard to get to the playoffs, man. 11-4, all the way to the playoffs, number 2 seed. We've got a couple tough matches ahead of us. We got to win this one today, and we got to make some things happen. I will say this, I said it in the pregame, but if I win, things are going to be really tricky because I am traveling to TwitchCon, so I don't know how I'm going to do my next battle, but I'll do my best either way. I want to win this game. We worked so hard to get to this point. I want to win. Quick question today, though. What kind of Z Crystal rule do you think League should do moving forward? This league allowed us to pick 3 Z Captains, and any Pokemon can use a Z Crystal. In my league, WBE, I said, okay, you draft 1 Z Crystal, so like Gracium Z or Dragon Z or whatever it may be. Other leagues have done any Pokemon can use Z Crystals, which was the NPA. Some leagues say, okay, you know, you pick 1 captain, 2 captains, whatever it may be. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Let me get connected with Nate here. We're gonna throw down in the playoffs and see who will come out on top. All right, guys, we are connected here with Nate and the Noibats. Let's find out exactly what he is going to be bringing. We're likely to see Scissor, Raikou, Bulu, I think Poliswine. I'm hoping he doesn't bring Crobat. That would be an awesome situation. Let's see here. He is going to bring... Ooh, so he does mix it up a little bit. He actually doesn't bring Scissor. He probably thinks I'm over prepping for Scissor, so he just doesn't bring it all together. Wow. That's pretty nuts, man. That is actually... pretty nuts. Okay, so I gotta update the screen here. Give me a second here. He does bring Hariyama. He brings a very different team. Very, very different team. So he mixes it up. I don't. He does bring Blastoise over Mesprit. So me not bringing Tapu Koko is a bit annoying, but it's okay. Brings Crobat, Poliswine, Hariyama. Okay, let's make some notes here. No Scissor. We see Hariyama. And no Mesprit. We see Blastoise. So actually... I really like Diggersby in this game. He changed up his team a lot. Okay, so let's see here. What do I think he's going to lead with? I really like Diggersby as a lead because I think it breaks his team really well, but I also like Beedrill as a lead because Beedrill can U-turn out on stuff, but if he leads like Crobat, that could be problematic. But I feel like a Beedrill lead is really good unless he leads Hariyama, which I don't want to deal with. Like if he brings Hariyama lead, then I definitely don't want to lead against that. I also think like I could potentially lead. No, I don't want to lead that. I think that's still really good. Okay, do I lead Beedrill or do I lead Diggersby? I think that's what I'm at, where I'm at right now. I think I'm gonna lead Diggersby. I think I want to put the pressure on him right off the bat with Diggersby. I think that's a good play. I don't think he leads Blastoise. I don't think he leads Poliswine. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try out Diggersby lead. Really surprised to see some of the swaps there. I think he just thought I was gonna over prep for you know, for Scissor, and he wanted to kind of work that in. And I did prep a lot for Scissor, I did, but I don't think I prepped like an insane amount for Scissor. Like I think I prepped, you know, a good amount. He's gonna lead Catch These, which is what? That is the Hariyama. Okay, so I had a feeling he could lead Hariyama. Hariyama does get Fake Out, it does get Bullet Punch. Do I one-shot with Return? If he's not bulk invested, I do, but I don't think I could chance that. I think I have to switch out here. I think I have to go into Bell right off the bat, or I go into Fox predicting. Do I want to go into Fox? I think I'm gonna go into Fox actually. If he wants to go for a priority move or a close combat, that's fine. I don't think he goes for the rock move on the first turn. I'm gonna go right into Fox here. My Moltres, because I think this is gonna be really good. I could potentially get a burn. He's gonna go for the Fake Out. He gets the Fake Out off on us. We get a little bit of intel. No burn though, but we see Fake Out. Okay. Okay, I do have the ability to Air Slash him, which is kind of nice. I could also just U-turn. I think I'm gonna U-turn. Air Slash is really good. It puts a lot of pressure on. It also just brings Raikou in. I don't want to Fire Blast because it could be Thick Fat. He's most likely Assault Vest Thick Fat though, if I had to guess. So I think U-turning into Bronzong is really nice and getting up Stealth Rocks. If he goes Raikou, I can freely Toxic unless he goes Blastoise, but I don't think makes a lot of sense. I think U-turn's a pretty good play here. He could go Raikou, but he could also be fearing the potential Air Slash. But since he has Fake Out, that's actually really nice to know. I know he really feels like priority is good against my team, and it is. So that's definitely worth noting there. But we saw Fake Out on this thing. So he's probably got Fake Out, he probably has Bullet Punch. Likely Close Combat Knockoff, or he's got Poison Jab. He may not have room for everything, but he's going to switch out. So I do get my U-turn off. He goes right into Raikage, which is going to be his Raikou. This is great because I do get to go for the U-turn here and get a little bit of chip damage off on this thing. Does a good amount, 20% or so, and I get to figure out what I want to send in next. I have a couple options here. I think Beedrill coming in is really nice because I can potentially go for U-turn. I can get intel on whether this thing is Choice Scarf or not, and it forces him into Crobat. Alternatively, I can go into Diggersby though, and I can fire off a return and dent something. And I think I like that option. I think I like going into Diggersby, and I think I like just going for return here. This keeps him from gaining momentum. Even though I could get momentum on him, I don't know if he's Scarfed yet. I think I'm just gonna go for the return. I think I'm just going to go for a big return here. He has very few switches to this. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, but this thing is dead. I get rid of his Raikou right off the bat. He does a big chunk to us, but that's fine. Return kills him. So Diggersby kills Raikou with return. Raikou is one of the things that I didn't want to deal with in this match, and I'm glad it's gone. So he probably bought a similar set this time as he did last time, so I got rid of that thing. That was good. Now he likely goes Piloswine here and tries to set up rocks on me, or goes for the Ice Shard to revenge kill me. I still think it's worth keeping Diggersby around though. Although he might have Aqua Jet on Blastoise. He goes Blastoise, so that leads me to believe he has Aqua Jet on this thing. I'm led to believe he has Aqua Jet. I can pretty freely go into either... What do I want to go into? I think I just want to go into my Primarina, because Primarina's usefulness is not as high as it was. I'm gonna go right into Primarina here. He could have Aqua Jet. But you know, having Grabbit around is really nice because when he brings in Bulu, I can hit it really hard with a return. I can threaten that thing out. He doesn't have priority on Bulu. I know that. So he could Aqua Jet here. He could go for a Toxic. He could also double out. I don't know if he doubles out though. I think that would be a little risky for him to double out. Okay, let's think about our win conditions here. I think it's really important for us to, you know, keep... I think Latias can really put in some work in this game. Are we gonna go he's gonna go for the Water Spout, so he's offensive. Okay, he's definitely offensive, but I can take that all day. So now I'm in a situation where I can freely Energy Ball here, but I can also Scald, and he has nothing that wants to take a Scald. So I really like the Scald play here, because even if Bulu comes in, it takes a Scald to the face and runs the risk of being burned. And if I burn it, then it's crippled. So I'm gonna Scald here 1,000,000% of the time. I'm gonna Scald 1,000,000% of the time. If Bulu comes in, it's not a big deal. I go into Bronzong, I could set up Stealth Rocks. Even if he's a subset, I get my rocks up. And then it forces him to defog away with Crobat later. He can't bring Piloswine in here. Water Spout Blastoise, okay. I wonder if this thing is like Scarfed. Let me see if I can get any intel on kind of what this set was. Primarina versus Blastoise. Just seeing how much it did. He goes into Twigs, which is gonna be his Crobat. So he runs the risk of being burned here by this Scald. This Scald burn would be huge. I do over half to him. I don't get a burn, but he's very weak right now. I can just keep the pressure on and Scald again, but I don't think that's the right play. I think I'm gonna go into Fox here. Or I go into Bronzong. But I think going into Fox is really good, because if he wants to attack me with a poison move, no, he's not gonna attack me with a poison move. The switch into Bronzong is way too obvious. The switch into Bronzong is way too obvious. Actually, Crobat, that's clearly offensive Crobat. Yeah, definitely offensive Crobat. Like he has no bulk based on how much that did. So he's definitely offensive. I'm gonna make the safe play and go into Bronzong here. I wanna find out what he's gonna do. I wanna find out what he wants to do. If he's gonna roost or what he's gonna do here. Sitting at about 30-40%. He goes for the U-turn, okay. So we see the U-turn on this thing. Had I stayed in Skull that I really wanted to, but what does he go into now? Hariyama the knockoff? Crobat's at a really low amount of health though. It's at like 40%, 35%. Here comes Catch These, which is the Hariyama again. Okay, I don't mind taking a knockoff from Hariyama. I really don't. I also don't mind switching into Moltres to potentially get a burn. I think the Moltres switch is pretty obvious though, so I think I'm gonna go for Stealth Rocks. I think Stealth Rocks are really important. If he knocks off, it's fine. I'm physically defensive. He does go for the knockoff, but that's fine. I'm physically defensive Bronzong, so I take it okay. He gets a crit though, which is really unfortunate actually, but I get my rocks up, so I trade rocks for that, that's fine. He likely double knockoffs here. Do I want to lose my Bronzong? If I lose my Bronzong, does that put me in a bad spot? I still have Honeydew. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world if I lose Bronzong here. And then I can actually start pressuring him with Psychic. He doesn't really have good switch-ins to Psychic plus Draco actually at this point. He could knock off my Latias, but I know I can live 1, so it's not the end of the world. I think I'm just going to let him take me down here. I don't want to lose my Charty Berry. I'm going to go for the Toxic. He goes for the knockoff again, so he kills Bronzong. Okay. Hariyama kills Bronzong with knockoff. Okay. I'm thinking Latias comes in here and threatens him out. And I'm thinking Psychic, if he's Assault Vest, he takes it, but he doesn't take 2. And I can take a knockoff because I'm Dragon Z. So I think just putting the pressure on with Psychic right now is the best play, because he really has no switch-ins to Psychic plus... yeah, he has no switch-ins to Psychic plus Dragonium Z right now. I could alternatively go and Moonblast him, but I think... the only thing is if I take too much damage on Honeydew... No, you know what though? I still have Beedrill, and Beedrill beats Bulu. I'm gonna go into Honeydew. I think going for Psychic is the right play, because it forces him into Poliwhirl or Blastoise, at which point I can Dragonium Z on the following turn. He definitely can't knock me out here with 1 hit. So I'm going to go for the Psychic here. I wish I was Psyshock, but I'm assuming he's Assault Vest either way. But if I was Psyshock, does he go down? He stays in. Psyshock actually would potentially knock him out, but we are going to see that that is definitely Assault Vest. And like very physically bulky, or especially bulky Assault Vest. But I take the hit pretty well. Now does Dragonium Z knock him out at this range? Based on that Psychic, probably not, so I have to switch out. What do I take the knockoff with though? Primarina? Ooh, this is tricky. I did not want to take that. I did not want to take that hit. I think I need to keep this thing around. Do I want to lose my Charty Berry? Yeah, I think I'm going to lose my Charty Berry. Ah, dude, I misplayed. I misplayed. I thought that was gonna do more. He's very specially defensive. He's very specially defensive, or he's got a lot of HP, and I didn't think that through. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna go into Moltres here. He likely just goes for the knockoff again. If I get the burn though, we like reduce this thing as a threat. So can I get that Flame Body burn? Nothing. All right. My play is to Air Slash. I can also Roost, but I'm gonna Air Slash. I have a 30% chance to flinch him. I still have things that can outspeed Bulu, and with Beedrill still around, I'm not in the worst shape. Although things do get scary if he's like Scarf Bulu and locks himself into Stone Edge. That would be scary, but I have Primarina, which can Moonblast, so I guess it's not too bad. I feel like I'm in an okay spot right now, but I'm like super nervous about a lot of the things that he has, because like I have to still break through Poliwhirl, and now I'm weakened with Latias, and now Latias is in range for like Ice Shard potentially. So I have to figure out how do I break through Poliwhirl. So like taking that damage on Latias was really poor decision on my part. I thought I was gonna be able to 2-shot him, so I get the Air Slash off. It's probably not gonna knock him out, but it's gonna do a good amount, and a flinch would be nice. Nope, he's gonna go for the knockoff again. So I wonder, is he like locked into it or something? I'm gonna go for the Roost here. I'm gonna go for the Roost. At this point, Hariyama is pretty useless, so I'm assuming he just lets it go down. I don't know if he has a rock type move on this thing. I know he's got a fighting type move, so it's a matter of what his last move is, and he goes for knockoff again. So I do stall this thing out, and I'm just... There's the Flame Body burn. I knew eventually I would get it, dude. I said I was gonna get a Flame Body burn eventually, guys. I doubt he's Guts. I doubt he's Guts. So I'm gonna Roost again. At this point, Hariyama is pretty useless, so I'm just gonna Roost one more time. We should be able to be at full health here when this Hariyama goes down. Let's see. He goes for the knockoff again. I don't think he's Guts. That still did a good amount though. Was he good? I don't think he's guts, dude. All right, I think I'm just gonna go for the air slash here and knock him out. We're at a good amount of health. We're not gonna get any more back, so I think I just air slash here. If I miss this air slash, so that's gonna be annoying, but okay, I hit it. So Moltres kills Hariyama. So I make some mistakes there. Definitely made some mistakes there. But at the same time, we're like not in the worst spot in the world. So like Moltres is sitting at a good amount of health. Here comes Twigs, which is the Crobat. Crobat is very weak though. So I think I'm just gonna stay in against this thing and just Fire Blast it. Like the worst thing he does is Brave Bird me and kill himself. So I'm just gonna Fire Blast. He goes for Defog to get rid of rocks. Okay, so he tries to get rid of rocks here, which I find interesting. And we hit a Fire Blast. Okay, good. I get rid of Crobat too. Moltres kills Crobat with Fire Blast. That was nice. Crobat's gone. Here comes Socks off, which is the Blastoise. He doesn't take rocks damage anymore, so I think he's trying to power up this Water Spout here. I'm gonna go Siren again. He could pull a double. Does he double into Bulu here? I don't really think he does. I'm gonna go Siren. I think that that's my best play. Is that my best play? Is he Scarfed? And do I need Moltres now? Do I need Moltres? If he's Scarfed Blastoise, that could be problematic for my team actually, which is why I don't want to just go into Siren. Okay, let's think about this really quickly. He's only got 3 Pokemon left. If he's Scarfed Blastoise, he's gonna Water Spout, and he knocks me out here. Or he doubles into Bulu. I'm gonna go for the Air Slash. I wanna find out if he's Scarfed or not. He switches out into Sorry for Crit, which is Bulu. So we call the bluff. We call the bluff. He was predicting the Primarina switch in, and we predict it, and we get the Air Slash off. And that is a tremendous amount of damage. He gets some health back here with Grassy Terrain. I don't think this thing's Scarfed. Even if it is, it doesn't matter. Our play is Air Slash 1,000,000%. Our play is definitely Air Slash. I don't know if the Blastoise is Scarfed, but I need to keep Primarina healthy. Primarina wins this game once I weaken, if I get a free switch into it, because I just click Scald now. The Piloswine's annoying, but we could work around that. And actually, if I can get Toxic Spikes up as well, that's super helpful. So I'm thinking the Blastoise is Scarfed because he wants to Scarf Water Spout me. And he got rid of rocks to be at as high of health as possible, which is where Air Slash is really nice because it's going to weaken the Blastoise. Even though we actually just knock out Bulu. I think Primarina wins. Moltres kills Bulu with Air Slash. So Moltres gets its revenge on top of Bulu there after being crit in the last time we played. Here comes Socks off, which is the Blastoise. 100% expecting this thing to be Scarfed. I need to sack something off. I don't think I sack off Diggersby though, because Diggersby does have Quick Attack, and Quick Attack could be useful. Actually, do I sack off Diggersby? I think I sack off Diggersby. What does Diggersby do for me here? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. He gets beaten by Ice Shard and Aqua Jet. I'm going to Diggersby and letting him go down. And then we go Primarina and we start attacking. Energy Ball is actually great. I get Grassy Terrain boost Energy Balls. He goes for Water Spout. Okay. Blastoise kills Diggersby with Water Spout. Okay. Diggersby goes down. I get Grassy Terrain boosted Energy Balls. There's no reason to not make this play. It's super effective against Piloswine. I should be faster. I get to click Energy Ball here. I think he's gonna be locked into, yep, he's Scarfed, locked into Water Spout. This is gonna do about 20%, but I get Grassy Terrain recovery. I get the boost from Grassy Terrain. This is gonna do a tremendous amount of damage to his Blastoise. And it knocks him out. Primarina kills Blastoise with Energy Ball. And then I think the last thing left is Piloswine. Primarina versus Piloswine. What's actually stronger? Scald is probably stronger, right? Well, Grassy Terrain, Energy Ball. I'm assuming Scald is stronger because of Stab. Actually, Energy Ball is stronger. Oh, because Energy Ball is 90 base power. So Energy Ball and Grassy Terrain does more than Scald does, which is kind of funny. So I think I just go for the Energy Ball. It's not going to knock him out, but it's going to put him in a range that I can knock him out afterwards. That weakens him. He goes for the rock tomb to slow me down. So he did carry rock coverage this time. He did carry rock coverage this time. But he can't beat me. He's got a... He can't earthquake me, which is his strongest move. He's faster than me now, but he can't earthquake me. Grass disappears. Now we scald, and I think we got this game, boys. I think we got this game, boys and girls. That's game. That's game. We're going to put in the books. Primarina putting in the work. There it is. There it is. We're moving to the next round of the playoffs, guys. I don't know who we're playing yet, but I will take that win over Mewtwo fan Nate. We got a revenge. But I have to give Nate some props, man. He tried to mix things up. I will say that he messaged me last night before the battle and said, hey, dude, I just want to let you know, like, I'm excited for a battle, but I've been super busy with school and work and stuff. So just like an FYI, like, if you steamroll me, that's part of the reason. And you know, I totally understand it, man. He's got other priorities. You know, he obviously played incredibly well last time we played. This time we were able to get the momentum early there. He brought some funny stuff though, man. That Hariyama was actually pretty scary. I think he thought I was gonna like super over prep for Scissor, and I did in some ways, but at the same time I brought the same team. Like, I actually, if anything, I actually took away from my prep from Scissor last time by putting Beedrill instead of Coco, because Beedrill would have been better, or Coco would have been better against Scissor. So it almost feels like it worked out in a way. I didn't even have to use Beedrill either, but it would have been able to clean up there and put on some serious pressure. But Moltres putting in the work, man. Moltres with 3 kills, Primarina with 2 kills, Diggersby with a kill, and putting in the work there, putting on a lot of pressure on that Raikou early game, and you know, just a great game there, guys. So I am happy I get to go to the playoffs. I'm gonna request that we actually postpone the playoff by 1 week. I don't know if they're gonna let me do that, because I know it's kind of a big request and it affects the whole league, but I am gonna ask because I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this battle in time, but I'll do my best. I'll get it done. If I have to get it done, I will get it done, don't worry, but it's gonna be a busy next couple days. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.